administration, they just got caught on a video in the middle of the night. They've been telling us all along these are minors being transported. These are young adult males, many with criminal histories, being released into the streets. And worse than that, the taxpayer is paying for like a travel service. We're turning Border Patrol and ICE agents into a travel service into the United States. Enough's enough. And that's why when Mayorkas talked to his agents in Arizona, one of them turned his back on Mayorkas. And he said, "Why are you doing that to me?" And the answer was, "Because you've turned your back on us." And that is so true. And they're demoralized. I've worked with them many years as a federal prosecutor. They know the real story here. They're projecting now 9,000 per day will be coming into the United States. When is this going to end?
Can we handle that?
You know, we're already approaching 2 million. How can we assimilate 2 million people that have no legal status in this country? Probably the largest human trafficking event that I've seen in my lifetime. Ooh. And I've dealt with the border when I was chair of Homeland Security Committee, back to being a federal prosecutor. I've never seen it more wide open, more chaotic. And that's why Border Patrol is just fed up with this. And, yet the administration, they lie after lie. They want to turn a blind eye to this situation, and it's not sustainable.
Right. I mean, I wonder how much we still wouldn't know in terms of the cover-up if the government just had not underestimated how people don't want to get caught up in that. So they're going to share video. They're going to talk about it. They don't want to be part of the government breaking law. Texas Governor Greg Abbott went after the president over the huge spike in fentanyl coming across the border, which is something Congressman McCaul, you and I have talked about before. It's happening in his administration. Let's watch this together.
They have seized enough fentanyl to kill every man, woman, and child in all of the states together here combined. That is how deadly this is. Doses to kill more than 222 million Americans are sweeping our states for one reason only. Joe Biden does not care that fentanyl is invading our states.
Is somebody covering up the facts for the president? How can he not know this and then not do something?
Well, the fentanyl crisis is real, and it's probably the worst news story of the border crisis. You know, the precursors come from China into Mexico. They make this stuff in Mexico. It comes across the border. And, Greg Abbott, my governor, is absolutely right. We talked about this a lot. Enough has come in. We seized enough, just what we've apprehended, enough to kill the entire United States population 7 times over. This is real. My daughter went to her 5th funeral. She's 25. A 5th funeral from a high school friend. They're all high school friends that took what they thought was Xanax, and they didn't wake up. And what they're doing is they're lacing it with what looks like prescription medication, and then these young kids basically take it and they die. This is becoming an epidemic in the country, and you can thank Joe Biden, and you can thank the Chinese Communist Party as well. What a great foreign policy for them. They're making money off this, and they're killing Americans, and the cartels don't really care. Well, they just make money, and they don't care who dies.
No, the cartel, I mean, they're too busy killing the people south of the border who are supposed to be doing their bidding for them. I mean, they'll kill anybody. But what you say about the numbers of people who are suffering now, layering on the depression and the mental health illness that we're seeing coming out of a pandemic, and all the restrictions and the isolation and so much of it in our society that was undiagnosed and unseen until now. When you layer that with this, it is just heartbreaking. Real quickly, you mentioned your governor, you mentioned the state of Arizona. I mean, this isn't just about the border states, though. Because of fentanyl, every state, I have heard officials say, is a border state now.
Yes. And that's, I live in a border state, and I've dealt with this my entire adult career. This is the worst I've ever seen it. But every state is a border state now, because every state is taking this illegal influx population that we can't absorb. We can't take care of all these people. And then when you combine that with the fentanyl, which is the most toxic, poisonous substance. Even canines that get close to it end up dying when they sniff this stuff. And it's very, very potent, and it only takes a very, very small amount. And so I would say that, again, every state is subjected to this. It's not just about Texas, Arizona. It's about the entire United States. It's time the American people wake up. Elections do have consequences. Rescinding Remain in Mexico led to this self-inflicted wound, this crisis that we are now seeing.
Yeah, and I mean, the administration said that it was kicking people out based on Title 42, but look at how many they just brought in yesterday. We were showing live busloads of it this hour yesterday. Congressman McCaul, we'll have you back in focus as the story continues to unfold, unfortunately. We'll see you then. Thank you.